Hey everybody, welcome back. We are letting it all hang out, episode number 32, which is pretty impressive. I think we're live. I hope we are. Hello everybody. Again, we've got an excellent panel today, and I'm excited to. First of all, I want to shoot a quick congratulations to Mr. James Williams, who has been kicking butt and taking names over the last, I don't know, month, with the Six Figure Mentors program. So. Quick hand to James there.
James.
Really wanted to give you a quick shout out. You've been busting your butt, and obviously the results are, the proof is in the pudding. So for all you out there that say this stuff doesn't work, what do you think, James?
Yeah, it's through spending Chris's budget that this has worked. Well, either way.
So if you have a business
partner, do with other people's money.
Spend his money and then get your stuff to work. But
I mean, it just goes to show that if you work on yourself and you work on your business and you're committed to working hard and developing and learning, then there's no reason why you can't succeed in this. I did a video today and I was talking about how in my first 3 weeks I created my first advert, and I was on a morning coffee call to Martin Hickey. And I said, Martin, it's been like 5 days and I haven't even generated one lead with my account, with my advert. What is going on? You know? And he was like, oh, well, if I'm honest with you, Jay, if you're worrying about not getting leads in after a week, then I think you're in the wrong business. And I was like, oh, shit. And I was like, and he said, but if I'm honest with you, Jay, it's completely normal. He says, you just got to keep plucking away, keep coming up with new ideas, keep being creative, and it'll happen for you. Just keep working hard and just keep learning all the time. And so that's all I needed to hear. And from then I pushed on and started my 90-day video challenge, attended events, just every day developed and learnt new things, spoke to people, networked, learnt what I could off people, and so put that into practice, took massive action, and here we are today. And I never ever thought we'd be on that leaderboard within 3 months.
Well, that's awesome. Congratulations. I mean, you have been really putting the effort in, and it obviously shows. So, not that anybody else hasn't. I just wanted to give James a quick shout out because he's been busting butt, and it shows. So, congratulations on being on the leaderboard and just getting everything done the way you're doing it. So, cool. Let's get into it. I want to introduce the panel. We have today, as always, Scott Taylor McCormick. How you doing, Scott?
Hey guys, yeah, I'm doing good, Yuli. Thanks. You're taking back the reins this week, eh?
Well, you know, I'm at least starting it. The reins aren't really mine. I'm still on cloud 9 from my my adventure trip I had last week, so it might be all over the board. Obviously, if you can't tell, that I'm all over the board already. So.
Well, I look forward to hearing about it. But yeah, looking forward to this hangout.
Awesome. We also have Mr. Sri Paparaju. How are you, sir? Another guy who's been out there kicking butt and taking names. How are you?
Fantastic. Thanks, Yuli. Thanks for having me. It's always great to be here.
Yeah, you've been up to a lot this last couple of months. Just got back from a trip back home, and you've been to London, and you're back home in Canada now, and just staying pretty busy, huh? Yeah.
Next week I'll be off to Vancouver. My landmark forum kicks off then.
Okay. What is that landmark? I don't want to get too far into it, but I've heard a couple people talk about that. Is that a leadership training course, or what is that?
That's sorry, but if I have to tell you, I have to kill you.
I'm okay with that.
Okay. Okay. So I'll tell that to you on Thursday when I put you on the hot seat. But for a quick starter, it's a personal growth thing where you break through your barriers.
We'll be doing an interview on Thursday, which I'm excited about, very excited about. So stand by and look out for that. We have Miss Sandra Lemming from Down Under. Hi, I haven't said hello to you yet. How are you?
Hi guys, how you doing? I'm really, really good. A little bit cold because it's winter, and I'm a bit of a fraidy cat when it comes to winter, so I had to try and find my heater because it's been coldest winter here we've had in like 5 years. So I was searching through my storage room for my heater, and then I had to dust it off because you can't turn them on with dust on them because they catch on fire. So.
How cold is it down there right now? And it's hard for me to accept that you guys get cold. Every time I see pictures of Australia, it's beaches and beautiful, and they hide that from us, don't they?
I bet it's not
They
really
do
cold.
hide that from you, and of a night time here in Brisbane, it's been getting down to a whole 5 degrees Celsius, and that's like, no, that's not good.
No, that's
5
not-
degrees Celsius is spring for us.
No, no, that's winter.
I love it when it's cold in Australia because it means everybody stays in, everybody gets really bored and thinks, I hate my life, I'm so depressed, I want to make money online because it's cold outside and I can't go outside. So let's sign up to the SFM and get people on the leaderboard.
Look,
James,
people in
that's-
Australia can hate their life and be depressed all year round, James. What are you talking about?
So that's your targeted audience, cold people in Australia, James?
Yeah.
That is exactly it.
It's a good country to target at the moment because we are all in
Right.
Obviously.
It's all about
Right.
strategy, really.
Yeah.
Right, want that one down. Yeah.
Great niche.
And you target people in where you're from, Sri, from the month of November till about June.
Yeah.
schools go
Wow.
October to June.
October to June. That's when all the Canadians will be inside, hovering by their computer, looking for ways on how to make money on the internet.
No, Canadians play hockey when it's cold.
Oh yeah, that's right. We have the lovely Miss Jill Humphreys. How are you today, Jill?
I'm really good, thank you. Looking forward to kicking off on this episode 32. Yuli, I can't believe.
I was thinking about that. That's crazy. That's 32 weeks of
Wow.
show. So another congratulations for that. Scott,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
guys have been on the whole time, and it's quite the
Brilliant.
quite the accomplishment. I'm pretty excited about that. It's a lot of content out there right now, so if you guys want to check out what we've been doing, just go to YouTube, and I guess we pretty much own the letting it all hang out keyword or keyword phrase. So I used to punch that in, and it was like a band or something. Now it's our episode, so that's cool. Having the word hangout in a key phrase that you pop up on YouTube is pretty good SEO as far as I'm concerned.
Very true.
So cool. And then James, how are you? I know we just talked to you for a second or two, but how are you doing today, other than your business high that you're on, your business buzz?
Yeah, I'm pretty good. It's been lovely weather in the UK today, so I went for a run on the beach for the first time in 4 months since I tore my ligaments, so that was pretty good. Except I sunk in a bit of sand, so.
Today you did?
But, it's all good. I made a video about it.
Oh, nice. You tore your ligament today?
Positive.
What, while you were sinking, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
going down with
this
this.
is all good on my front, Yuli. I'm looking forward to this.
Cool. Well, I'm excited to have you back. We've missed you over the last couple of weeks. I know you've been busy and on vacation and stuff, so it's good to have you back. Well, just to kick this off, today we're going to be talking about resetting in your business. A lot of people get, especially in the internet marketing world, because most of the stuff you do, unless you are involved with a really good community, like we're fortunate enough to have here at the Six Figure Mentors and the Digital Experts Academy. But if you're working on the internet, you're typically working by yourself, and that gets really not just boring, but it gets lonely, and you get overwhelmed because you feel like there's so much to do. So a lot of people, especially when they first start getting started, there's so much to do that they're overwhelmed by everything, and they just get burnt out. And I would say the high probability is that most of the people just walk away and don't come back to it because they say it's impossible to do, it's hard work, and they don't want to do it. And if James thought that way when he first put his first ad out there and he didn't get a single lead in 5 days, he could easily walked away from the whole thing and just said, screw it, I'm out, which a lot of people do. So today we're going to talk about how to step back away from your business, kind of get like Scott said in a couple of messages today, kind of get a bird's eye perspective on your business and where you are in your business, and allow you to step back a little bit and just get a fresh outlook and come back at it supercharged and ready to go. So how does that sound today?
Yep.
Sounds good.
That's cool.
And this is really, this topic is really near and dear to my heart because I love going away, and I've been on a lot of vacations. I literally have been gone 20 days in the month of June. And I've been stepping a lot away from my business and coming back to it, and especially this week, I was completely disconnected. I had a little Facebook to do, post some pictures and stuff, Wi-Fi on my phone, but other than that, completely disconnected. And when I came back, I was just itching to get, and it wasn't just the mosquito bites, but I was itching to get back to work and start doing some work here. So I know for a fact that stepping away from your business, shaking it off, and resetting is extremely valuable, and really you just get a lot of energy back into your business and strives going back into it. So, would anyone like to add some input to that?
I can go.
All right. I know, Sri, you've just been away for a little bit, and you've been bouncing around the world. So yeah.
I'm making up for the last 20 years that I didn't take a vacation, so
yeah.
you can't blame me for that. And I have been on the other extreme where I didn't take time off to rejuvenate myself, and I burnt out. So I know the importance of taking time off just to get your juices flowing and get your mojo back. It is quite critical. I mean, whatever it takes. It doesn't have to be an exotic vacation. Just stepping out from the hub of it all, spending some quality time with yourself personally. It can even be just sitting at home. It doesn't have to be going out of the country or going out of the city. But it is very vital that you get to know and connect with your inner self and see, I mean, where are you? I mean, when you're in the thick of it doing things, sometimes you lose perspective. So it is always a good thing to step back, just to focus on what is it that you're trying to achieve. Are you on the right path? Have you somehow got sidetracked with the things that life's throwing at you? And get back to it. So, I mean, it can be with yourself, with your family, with your loved ones, whatever it is. But it is very vital.
Yeah, that's definitely the case. And that the luxury that people who are, especially full-time online marketers, the luxury is that they can actually go somewhere if they decide that they want to go on a vacation, and although they're doing it to step away and get a break, they don't have to be completely disconnected like I was last week. You can actually, because you can do all your work from your laptop, and hence the laptop lifestyle, you can go abroad and step back and take a little time away from your office and your regular grind and go into it that way. So, anybody else want to jump in here real quick? Sandra, what do you think about, I know you tend to, you're a workaholic though, so I don't know about you. Let's talk to you.
I am a bit of a workaholic, Yuli, but I guess I'm lucky because I learnt many years ago, whilst I was driving taxis full time, I burnt out pretty badly driving taxis. So then, to get back into it full time again, I had to learn how to balance. So even though I work full time as an internet marketer now, because I retired from taxis last year in March, and this is my full time job, I balance. So through the day, I'll get up and shut everything down, and I'll go for a walk, or I'll go out in the yard and play with the dog, or I'll go and clean the house. I don't care, but I do have moments when I do shut down. I know you all think that I don't sleep, but I do. I actually do sleep occasionally.
It's hard to believe that.
I agree, Sri. I can wake up at any time of day, and then I can definitely get in touch with Sandra.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's true.
It's a knack I have,
Yeah, stepping away, I mean, especially when you get burnt, it's almost like, in sports, if you're hungry, like if you're doing a big run or a big ride, if you're hungry, then it's too late. It's too late to even eat anymore because your body's not going to pick up that nutritional value of that meal that you're about to take in. So when you're in business, if you're burnt out, it might be already too late. So what we're trying to do is instill proactivity where if you feel as though you might be starting to get there, it might be time to step away. Because once you're there, it could already be too late. And then you get frustrated and you get angry and Facebook cuts off your account and all that stuff. Just kidding. They don't do that. They're nice people over at Facebook.
Oh, of course they are. I think what I've actually found is you get so engrossed in everything that when you start out, you can see the big picture, you can see everything, and when you get so engrossed in it and you're going forward, this big picture is getting smaller and smaller and smaller, and as you get more and more stressed and frustrated, you're so narrow-minded you can't see where you want to be going, you can't see the solution to your problem, and by just pulling yourself away, you free up your thoughts, you relax a bit, and all of a sudden you become a lot more creative. And sometimes I do it. I'll be sat in a room and I look at the clock and I've worked 6 hours and I'm like, shit, I need a break because I can't think of this problem. I'm sat there and I'm like, oh, what is it? What is it? I can't figure it out. But then all I need to do is just walk away, come back, and I've got the answer.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
So true.
Great point.
So true.
Tunnel vision.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is tunnel vision, and I think also because you're so right there, James, because you're so insular, you are actually missing the point of what you try to do. You become so damn focused in trying to get everything word perfect that you kind of lose what you're trying to give up. In the first place, you're trying to be chilled out, relaxed, I'm happy, and in fact you're not. You're all like scrunched up and well stressed. And if they could actually see you behind the computer, they'd think, oh, do you know, man, this is no way am I going near this. Look at the state of that guy. You know, in reality, what we're trying to do is give a service and give value, but we're also giving off individual messages, and we're giving off individual frequencies, like the message behind the message. And you know, sometimes it comes across in your written work. Sometimes people think, well, you know, this guy's like, where did this come from? And sometimes people just look at it and go, do you know what, that doesn't do anything for me, I'm sorry. And you have spent all that time, effort and energy into putting this together, and it just doesn't do anything. And you think to yourself, well, why? You know, why isn't it getting to the right people? What's wrong with me? And then you become really stressed about it. And that is the time actually to just close it up and walk away from it before you make emotional decisions through emotions instead of logical decisions through logic. And I love the saying, you can't see the picture if you're in the frame. I absolutely love that saying because it's so true. Because if you step back and you think, right, okay, what am I trying to do here? This isn't, I'm not enjoying this either. I'm getting so emotional, I'm getting frustrated. As James said, I can't believe it sometimes. I'll be doing a blog and I'm looking through the window and I think, oh my God, what the hell time is it? I've not even noticed. I'm so into, that's not saying that you don't enjoy what you do, but it's almost like you have to give yourself some time out. You've just got to, because if your energy is depleted, Jane said again, your creativity is naff. You're gone.
Yep.
And you have to go out, play, walk, do some exercise or something, because your body becomes heavy and everything in your head becomes heavy, and you know, you end up writing blurb just for the sake of blurb, and you're not going to get anywhere.
Yeah, your message gets completely distorted if your energy gets screwed up, and you know, you start sending the wrong message. You know, I mean, it's okay to have a little, every once in a while, to have a little energy burst and maybe get a little angry in a video or a blog post, or you know, not angry, but get emotional. Yeah. But if it's driven from frustration and overwhelm and boredom, and not boredom but burnout, then the message isn't clear. Because you're not clear, so you have no idea what you're trying to say. So that's a great point, Joe.
Yeah, you know, and people are going to pick up on this, and they're going to think, what's going on? You know, 1 minute you're telling me this, and the next minute you're going here, and you know, time out.
This is why I sewed this smile onto my face.
Yeah, just smile in the mirror for about 5 minutes, and it'll just translate. Yeah. It'll translate better.
These are well trained. These muscles. Everything is like a muscle. You just got to train it.
It takes less muscles to smile than it does to frown.
But yeah, absolutely. But the weirdest thing, James, I can tell when that is a genuine great smile, or I can tell when that's like, if only you knew what the hell's going on behind this.
You can tell by the veins in his head. Sometimes he'll do a video.
Yeah, they'll be popping out.
And he's just fired up and ready to go.
When I'm happy, I have a glowing complexion, Yuli.
That's awesome. But James, you made a great point too. Is like when you get in your business, it's so big that you don't know what, you can't really see anything but what's in front of you. And I can't remember who said this, but this was on an elite call, or maybe it was on one of the 90-day challenge calls. But the farther you step away from that wall, you not only start to see the smaller picture, like you were mentioning, but you also see solutions. Like you almost, like you can see a way around it. I mean, you step far enough back from it, you can see around the obstacle now. You could see over it, maybe. You know, it just becomes so much smaller that it's easier to take smaller bites out of it. You know, if it's right there, it's just such a hard bite to take that when you step back, it's a, it might be a perspective thing, but it lets you kind of sit back and look at it and minimize the whole obstacle or whatever it is you're encountering, and that gives you the ability to figure out a solution, either go around it, go over it, or just knock it down.
Yeah.
So
build a door.
I tend to knock it down.
Just run
I like
through
ripping out the hammer and going, wow.
Yeah, I get
it. You bang! Oh no! I get a bit violent.
You Aussies.
That's brilliant. Yeah. When in doubt, get the hammer out.
Three's stepping away right now.
Yeah, see?
I'm getting my break. I need my break.
How come you went to Venice? That was great.
You're almost ghostly.
You are, yeah.
Oh.
I like your style.
Isn't it funny, Yuli, that we're talking about this subject this week, right? And you've just come back from an awesome two-wheel bike and track, and just before that you came back from an awesome event that you went to. And it just reminds me and makes me think that there are so many people who aren't even online in business who just have a job and, go to work, come home, go to work, come home, go home, vice versa. They're just doing that whole thing. And they never step away from their life to actually take a look at it. They know there's something wrong, but they just keep doing the same thing over and over and again. And, and they go to work, they come home, they go to work, they come home, they're struggling to make ends meet, they're struggling to, cover the mortgage and put food on the table and, fix the car. Yet they go to work, come home, go to work, come home, because that's what they think they have to do. But they never go on holidays, they never step away from their actual life and take a look at it and go, well, do you and I really want to be doing this for the next 30 years? They just keep bashing their head against the same brick wall, going to work, coming home, going to work, coming home, until eventually, sometimes, disaster happens and the whole relationship falls apart and they both lose everything and walk away enemies and still haven't stepped away.
It's criminal. It's almost inevitable that you're gonna at some point fall apart if that's your daily routine. You pray for Fridays and you curse Mondays, and I get that. I understand that that's just a way of life. A lot of people work. I work every day. It doesn't matter to me. But some days I won't work at all. And I know, Jill, what is it? Wednesdays is your pamper day?
Wellness day, yeah, it's my pamper day. You won't find me.
Right. So
I'm gone.
One day a week, and she just steps away. And how does that affect your business throughout the rest of the time you're working?
It's brilliant because I feel refreshed. I put energy, I put time back into me because I give so much time to others. I've got to give time to me, otherwise my battery's flat and I can't do anything.
Yep.
I tried it when I first started in business, like James said again, it's like you're so tunnel vision, you think, I've got to keep at it, and it's like, oh, no. I started getting sick, I started getting ill, I started getting more flu, I started these stupid things, and I thought, oh no, this is no good. And I thought, on a Wednesday, I'm stepping back, it's right in the middle of it all. Monday and Tuesday for me is manic, it's really busy. And then Wednesday comes and I think, that's my day. So any appointments, because I've got this digital life, I can actually turn around and say, I'm here tomorrow, I'm here Friday. If you're here over the weekend, I can fit you in. That's the beauty of it. I'm not fixed to anything. Even, I can come on at 2 o'clock in the morning and speak to somebody over in the States that is available, say 11 a.m. or 11 p.m. to them. It won't matter to me because I think, I can put my appointments back. I don't have to work till midday if I don't want to. And you can't do that when you've got a 9 to 5. You're on that treadmill. You're living to the clock. All the time you're living to the clock. You think, then everybody on Facebook, thank God it's Wednesday. We're nearly there. I can smell the weekend.
Yeah.
Then the weekend comes and you think, brilliant. And then, Sunday night, you read your timeline, you think, here we go.
It really is true. It's an endless cycle that a lot of people just don't understand, and it does physically make them sick. Stress is one of the leading causes of ailment worldwide. It's not, I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I'm assuming I've heard that before somewhere, and I'm going to assume that stress is a very not only is it an indicator that you're getting sick, but it's a leading cause of illnesses as well.
Yeah.
So
we actually call it the silent killer over here.
It is the silent killer. You
Yeah,
get
we call it the
that
silent
much
killer in Australia
cortisol in your body. Yeah, you do.
Yeah,
you have a
because,
build-up of cortisol, and you don't get rid of it. You're full of adrenaline, ready to go, ready to fight. It's got nowhere to go. So it just eats into your tissues, eats into all the goodness in your body, until eventually it manifests in illness. It really does. I mean, I worked in stress management for years, and the casualties I saw was just terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I get
that. We call it the silent killer in Australia because, I mean, as you know, Australia is still a pretty young country in comparison to the UK and the US, and we're still relatively small by population size. But, you know, we have a suicide rate of, you know, nothing short of 2,000 people a year in this country. And, you know, for a country that touts itself as being fun-loving, always warm, beaches, playing and stuff like that to the rest of the world, you know, it would be hard for the rest of the world to actually get their heads around the fact that, you know, we're losing, you know, a minimum of 2,000 people a year to suicide. And this is adults. This isn't, you know, people under the age. This is adult suicides. You know, teenage suicides, you know, are on the up as well. So, you know, and I mean, I think it is because a lot of people have gotten into that mentality of getting into that grind and not stepping away and just stepping away from the whole lot and taking a break. And I think, you know, that's the reason is because we have gotten into the habit of work, forget about life, not taking a break, burning out, and a lot of people can't handle the stress.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And like Sri said before, I mean, taking time back, it could be with your loved ones, it could be by yourself, it could be friends, family, it could be what you decide. But if you're in a position where, like you're saying, like people are in the grind and it might even be their relationship that's drawing on because they have so many other things going, a lot of people need to realize that it's okay that I take a break without the rest of my family. I mean, it's almost selfish of me not to because I'm in a worse off position and I'm not getting any nicer. I'm not being better to them. I need to step away from everything maybe and reset, not just in business and in life, but from relationships as well. Yep. And that's important. And it's almost selfish not to do that because all you're doing is taking that problem with you. And if you're the problem or they're the problem, you're never going to figure it out because you're always taking that problem with you. And I'm not necessarily saying problem. I'm saying whatever you're feeling at that time, your stress at that moment, you may just have to step away, and it's not bad. I mean, I think that's good. Like my wife and I take separate vacations, not intentionally. You know, she has friends that I don't want to go to certain places with her friends. Let her go with the girls, and there's times I go on my own, and that helps tremendously. Yeah, right. So Scott, what do you know? You're sitting there all in the dark there. Oh, actually, you're pretty bright over there. Did you? By the way, have you got? What's the status of your house hunt? Have you gotten there yet? Does it get better?
It is ticking down quickly now, yeah, but it's happening. I need to review exactly what and how and the bits and pieces behind it, but yeah, good movement on that front.
Yeah, good. I'm just holding you accountable. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm doing.
Yeah. Putting us on the spot. Yeah. I've got my calendar, but it's been moved off the wall because we're about to have some work done. So it's actually down the side of my cupboard, which isn't very good because it's not in my face every day.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, I think it's like 2 or 3 weeks is the sort of thing. So.
Cool.
Yeah.
What's your take on the topic we're talking about here today, as far as stepping back away from your business and giving yourself a little break and just clearing up, getting clear about what you're doing?
Yeah, well, there's I've just been listening, and there's been some good points been raised already, and I think anybody that's watching can understand that this is a fact. This happens, and I think especially when you really quite enjoy what you're doing, I am so guilty of sitting here and I will work 14 hours straight if I wanted to on something because it doesn't particularly feel like work, but the damage that it does to you you start to recognize that, like Jay was saying, you know, your vision gets smaller and smaller and smaller, and you get so annoyed about one little task, and you can, you know, just go, right, no, I'm not going to leave until this is done. I'm just going to keep going. But if you recognize that this happens, and it is a fact that it happens to everybody, then you can actually go, right, okay, I need to stand back for a second, and all of a sudden, you know, you go away, you refresh yourself, you do something, you recharge, you know, like Jill was saying, you know, you might have some problem on Tuesday, and all of a sudden on Thursday, you have the answer. It's there.
Yeah.
You know, your brain has somehow sort of figured it out over that time. And I think you have to experience it to really realize it, so that when you're doing it again, because I can be sat here and I'm doing it and I'm going, Scott, what are you doing? You idiot. You know, get a life. Go outside. Go do something. And this is what I'm telling myself. Because it's my way of saying, right, you need to pull out, sort of thing. And I think we all need to have this sort of trigger. And something else that I did today, you know, it's been a beautiful day today. And I was sat inside and I'm thinking, I just don't feel inspired. I don't feel good about what I'm doing. So I went and sat out at the end of the garden, you know, like I've done hangouts in the past from, just completely different space. And what I actually also did was I did, like Stuart Ross recommends, a brain dump of everything, all my work, you know, listed down, all my thoughts on this piece of paper, you know, what I'm worried about with it, what my goals are, getting everything basically out onto this piece of paper. Piece of paper, numbers of pieces of paper in the end. But book. You know, you could, book, and it could go further. And that was just work and project. So I mean, it's interesting when you do that. You can actually look at everything and go, right, you know, maybe I'm worrying about them too much. They're not as important. And these, you know, I need to do this with these. Oh, I forgot about that. And you're able to sort of prioritize and have that bird's eye view of everything that you're actually going to be doing. So that really helped me today, and you know, I certainly recommend doing that. Anybody doing that, because you're really able to sort of get to grips with everything and then get back into the zone. You know, right, I'm going to focus on that. I'm going to focus on that. Prioritize your tasks, and you know, that for me today has been really beneficial.
Yeah, it's not even about going away for like a week. It's step away for an hour. You know, don't you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You don't have to go spending $1 million to go on vacation. Just step away, shut it down, and walk away, like you said.
Yeah. And then that's another point, Yuli. I mean, people, and I think I was guilty of this as well. People say, I can't afford to step out. You know, I have to be earning money, to be, you know, paying my rent, paying my bills, whatever the excuse is. And yeah, I can't afford to not be doing it, sort of thing. But the truth is exactly the opposite. You can't afford not to be doing it, because it's so valuable when you actually do it. You know, you just clarity over it all. You know, it really helps.
Yeah. Tell yourself you have only 2 choices to make. If you tell yourself every single time you have only 2 choices to make, fun or funeral, pick.
That's a good. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to putting out invites to my funeral. I'm afraid no one will RSVP. I'll be sitting there by myself waiting.
I think you'll outlive the rest of us. We'll be waiting on the other side to get you.
I think that's one opt-in. I'll give a miss.
Perfect. Just send your gifts to my house.
Yeah.
But it's true, Scott. You can't, like, you know, like you and Sri are both saying, you can't afford not to. It's almost, it's a health risk not to do it. You know, you're not, in the long run, you are just gonna end up in the ground, and it's selfish. You know, your family's gonna miss you, your friends are gonna you know, it's just selfish not to take that time back. But when people say it's selfish for me to take time for myself, like you said, it's the absolute opposite. It's selfish not to take it because of what you're leaving behind. When all of a sudden you're lying up in the hospital or you're sick because of all the stress in your life, and you haven't taken that time to step away from your business, especially when you're new or when you're starting up in your own business, you just get frustrated, and quitting because you're frustrated might just seem like, well, I'm just going to walk away. But that lives with you forever. That fact that you just gave up that opportunity to be successful and to get everything you wanted because you let 1 or 2 obstacles get in your way, whatever they were. You know, they could be money, they could be time, they could be, you know, you don't have the experience and knowledge, whatever that obstacle was that turned you away and frustrated you, that'll live with you for an eternity. And that's why I was always back and forth, because I always knew, you know, even if I stop, I'm going to come back.
Yeah.
That's not healthy either. So now I'm very focused, and things have changed for the better, and things are now you know, I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, as they say.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. It's when you find that line between balance and what actually works for you. And I think with this, you know, when you have been away, you can't wait to get back, because either you've had a new experience or something's happened and you can relate to it with so many other people, and so many other people will come back, and then you start the interaction going again with people. Then you get new people to talk to, then new people want to know more about you. It all starts again. And it's like coming back with new eyes and new ideas and things, and then off you go again. You can start it all over again, but each time you do it, I think the richness of what you come back with is better than last time, because you know how good you're going to feel. When you're feeling good about yourself, marketing is a piece of cake.
Right, because your message is clear.
It is, and you know you're not making it complicated. You're making it absolutely stupidly simple, as they say, and it's back to the be do have again, isn't it? You're being who you want to be because you know what you have to do. You're doing what you have to do, and then you're having the results of the be and do. So, you know.
Yeah. Well, like you said, like I learned when I was in Orlando, there was a pretty. It was a little strategy for content creation, which was invest, learn, teach. So you invest in yourself. From what you've invested in yourself and your education, you learn from that, then you teach it, and that's the cycle of not just content creation, but evolving yourself and contributing value to the marketplace.
Yep.
When you step away from your business and you take some time off, whether it's an hour or not, you're literally investing in yourself, and what you take from that time frame is what you can actually use for inspiration to create more content. And then move forward. I mean, it's a learning process as you go through when you take that time to invest in yourself. So I think that's pretty valuable investment in yourself, is taking that time away.
Yeah.
When you are away, take a notebook with you, because most of my inspiration comes when I'm completely disconnected. Whether if I'm out for a walk with my dog or if I'm riding my bike. A lot of times it happens when I'm in the shower, unfortunately, where I'm going to get a whiteboard in my shower. Actually, my whole shower liner is going to be a whiteboard. Waterproof whiteboard. I just discovered the best invention ever. Nobody uses that trademark, JulieRibeiro.com.
But you know what's easier? Because I've got
You do that and you'll never get out of your shower, Julie.
I know.
What's easier if you put a piece of chalk on the black? Because I've got black walls in my bathroom.
There you go.
And I tried chalking on it the other day, and it does actually work, and it stays.
Yeah.
Just set up a voice-activated recorder, you know, might be the easiest way to go about it, and sing it if you have to.
Obviously, I sing too poorly for that. You'll get a lot of singing from me in the shower, too, which is, you don't want that recorded.
You're the only one listening to it, so it doesn't matter.
It'll get on the internet.
You don't know where that's going to end up. That would make an interesting podcast, I tell you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It'll get podcasted somewhere.
Honestly, things are always happening around me at the most obscure times, and I will tell my daughter about it. And you know, when we're sitting there having a conversation, and I look at her and go, "Damn, I wish I had been filming that. I could have made a killing on YouTube with that." Could you imagine how many of the young ones would have clicked on that? It would have went viral in seconds, I swear. And she's like, "You know, you're right, Mum."
It's true, though. It is true. It's true.
Inspiration is viral, that's for sure.
Inspiration is viral. So I'm looking at possibly even getting some of those outdoor security camera systems that run 24/7 and download into your computer. I'm actually looking at getting a set like that and putting it inside my house where all this stuff happens.
Oh my God, that'd be amazing.
James, you wanted to say something there, and I think one of us cut you off. You remember you were going to drop there?
Who, me?
Huh?
Did you say I was going to say something?
Yeah, you had started saying something and somebody cut you off. I didn't know if you were
I was
trying
about to say, how the hell did we get onto outdoor security systems and cameras?
You don't want to ask.
This is a mind break.
What I was going to say is, when you take that break and you come back, you've got a real hunger for what you're doing.
Yeah.
When you love it and you love what you do and you take a break, you're getting all this inspiration, all these ideas bouncing around in your head, but you just can't wait to get back and implement it.
Yep, that's true.
Yeah, I found, I've had a few holidays recently. I've been to Spain, I went to Ireland, and I got offered to go to Portugal the other day, but I turned it down. I was like, but my best work has come when I've got back, and I've just been so hungry for it and so passionate about it that I've just got stuck in, and I think that might contribute to why I've had such good results recently, because I've been a lot more relaxed, and I've just been able to do it. I mean, I did have a bit of a moment where I had a bit of a block where I just put it down, and I reached out to a few people and said, look, I'm struggling with this and this, any chance you can help me out? And just by pushing it out, the responsibility out to other people, and just stepping away from it, they did the work for me, which was great. I really appreciated that. And then they come back and I went, oh yeah, that makes sense. And bam, 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 implement that, and it all just worked for me.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, reaching out for help is another way to take a break. Because you get so caught up into one problem that you just get bogged down, and by letting it go, giving it to somebody else, or just giving it to the universe to be like, just figure this out for me, please. It's driving me crazy.
Stuart, I was going to say, Stuart used to talk about market and budget and say, yeah, you've got to have a market and budget and you've got to spend it. But now he's kind of changed his way of thinking, and he's saying, it's all right if you've got a $1,500 marketing budget, spend a few hundred on that, getting yourself aware and getting yourself away from your business, because it's good for you. And I think it was Steve that mentioned it last time.
Yeah.
How important it is to just take that break.
Yep. And that's why he's going to Tunisia next week.
Steve, yeah,
good for him.
It's the same thing, it works, and you bring back so much more. It's like Yuli was just saying, you have time away and stuff, you bring back far more to your relationship.
Yeah, you're bringing back so much to everything, your business, your relationship. You're just coming back refreshed. You got that
across the board. Yeah.
Just get the crap out. And that's literally what it is. You're just filling up and filling up and filling up and filling up to where you can't even see through it anymore. And until you flush that toilet of brain dump, pardon my French, but it's
true though.
It builds up. It makes you sick.
Yeah.
I need another vacation.
Didn't Stuart say life is a vacation? Didn't he post that the other day?
It should be.
I'm sure it was him. Yeah, I'm sure it was him.
And it also gives people that alone gives people the opportunity and the inspiration to, if their life isn't a vacation, and if they're struggling to wake up in the morning because they have to go to work, because they have to make money to pay for the things that they don't really need, then it's time to make a change. And I know they think it's hard and it's impossible to make a change. I have to pay for this. I have my bills to pay. I get that, but who's going to pay those when you're 6 feet under?
Absolutely.
It's not worth it at all. And I'm sure you can get your significant others to appreciate that, and everyone has to pull together, but get away from that job that's driving you crazy. And I'm not necessarily saying quit your job and go start your own business. I mean, that would be great if everybody could do that, but I'm saying if you're not enjoying what you're doing, at least to some sort of degree, you need to get away from it and start something else. Yeah. And if it's starting your own business, then it's starting your own business. If it's working for somebody else, then that's okay too. Just you need to be happy, surrounded by people that are good to you and have your same focus and your same mindset, and that's what you need to be around. You can't be miserable.
Yeah, quit your job and start your own business. It's a great idea.
I think that is a great idea. You're right. Especially if you're cold in Australia. Yeah, click the link. Buy my shit. But it's true. If that's your way out, if that's how you visualize getting out and being your own boss and doing that, then that is the right thing to do, James. You're right. It's not a pitch. You don't see a whole lot of frowning faces on this panel. You know, we're not bitter. We're not angry. We seem to like what we're doing. I mean, there's got to be something to that. There's got to be some truth to that. So
yeah, of course. Yeah.
I think we've got it all.
It couldn't be like this every damn week. Otherwise, we don't get paid to be happy.
No.
I do.
We just are, and it's a byproduct of because we are.
Yeah, we get paid because we're happy.
Yeah.
See, look at this guy.
I'm happy.
Yeah.
We have the cat in the hat.
That's Dr. Zeus, isn't it, Sandra?
It's the screen. It's Dr. Sri in the hat. I too like green eggs and ham. Sri, I am.
Chris asked me about quitting the military the other day, if I regretted it, or if
I saw the post on Facebook today.
Yeah, if I've got any regrets at all, and I just said no, not at all. And I told him, I says, you know, we've got great people in this community. Even the banter's good in this community. Actually, we have quite a laugh on this. I mean, Scott, that's a sexual tash you got going on. But, like you were saying, Yuli, about quitting your job and just starting your own business, that is exactly what I did because it's what I wanted. And Chris is doing exactly the same. So obviously it's not right for everyone, but if it's what makes you happy, then there's no reason why you shouldn't give it a go. And, you know, there's people in this company who are just proof of that and proof that it works, basically.
Yeah. Well, Sri, you should talk on this actually, because I've seen your Facebook posts lately about just being out there and vulnerable, and oh wow, I think, oh my God, you know, you are just coming into your true authentic self all the time. So tell us, come on, spill the beans. How does this feel? You go through these transitions constantly. You're opening yourself up, you're becoming more you. So tell the people who are watching this, what is it like?
I didn't realize I was being put on the hot seat like this. But it's a brilliant process. I mean, when you take time to figure out who you truly are and what your passions are, and that only happens if you take a break from what you're doing. And so this topic is very close to my heart because I haven't done this in a long time. I'm trying to make up for all the lost time. So every alternate month, the reason why I'm traveling to all these events is because I need to claim that personal space for myself and connect with people who are like-minded, draw from their energy and inspiration, and keep building the momentum. Because you got to do this. I mean, this is a huge favor you owe to yourself. Unless you grow as a person, your business won't grow. Your business success is directly related and proportional to your personal success. And that only happens if you are willing to invest time in yourself. And thanks, Yuli and Scott, for putting this up. This concept is very true. A lot of people, especially in internet marketing and online marketing, when we are doing our work, we are so alone and isolated. We don't interact with people. It is very easy and quick to fall into this trap of downward spiraling thought process. So to get out of it and to go out somewhere, even if it means you go to your coffee shop for about half a day on a particular day and just be a bouncer like me, it'll still be good.
Yeah, it's true. Just even a change of venue. Like take your laptop to somewhere else. Take it to a coffee shop, like Sri said. You know, just get out of your house, get out of your office, get out of your natural environment, and get somewhere else. And even that just feels like a vacation. You know, it's a staycation. So
it's all in the mindset. I mean, what you think. If people will have a million excuses not to go on a vacation because everything comes up on their list. Oh, I got to do this. I got to do that. If I have to go on a vacation, I need so much money set aside. I've got to have so much vacation time set aside. It doesn't have to be that complicated. Keep it simple. Just take a few hours a day.
Yeah. Even if it's in the morning. I just actually started with this book or I just listened to this book, and it's called The Miracle Morning, and I can't remember the author. And it's just that. It's taking even getting me up 2 hours earlier in the morning to take care of those things, to set your day up correctly. So you spend the first couple minutes, reading through affirmations, then you do a little reading, then you do some vision board stuff, but that just sets your day up for success. And it's almost like I'm setting myself up completely in a different frame of mind and mindset than getting up, jumping in the shower, I got to get to work. So now I'm getting up 2 hours earlier every morning, and I'm enjoying it. I'm not tired because the first couple minutes, but you get through that. But now I'm setting up that time to get those things done, so I can go. Now I've got time to do what I want to do at my. So now I control my day. My day doesn't control me, and
that's so important.
Oh yeah, it's the difference between having a successful day and having a putting on fires day.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, it's very true. Because if you intend your day, it doesn't matter. I think I posted this in the community the other day. Either you've mapped your day out or you haven't. Your day will map out you. Anyway, why not try and be proactive and direct your day into being proactive, the production side of it. All right, if you've got emergency things to do, like I wrote, you get those emergency things out the way, then your mind can settle. You can settle into your day. Whatever comes along, deal with it, get it out the way, but just keep coming back and staying focused into what you're doing. Don't let the day take you here and take you there, because then we end up feeling, oh my God, this day was completely wasted, I'm not doing anything on my list. Well, you can control that, but it's not easy when you first started, because as we know, there's so many damn distractions on here. 1 minute you're looking at this, and then you think, oh, something, and then somebody talks to you, and then, oh my God, you're in Athens now, is it?
We both are.
Yeah, we're standing next to each other.
Neighbors, look at you guys.
You must get good Wi-Fi there, so it's pretty decent.
And all I've got is this. But yeah, you're right, Jill. I mean, take control of your day, and the way to do that is schedule it. Time management, and that allows, like you schedule an entire day just to do for you. So just add that to your daily routine. Like I'm trying to add that to my morning routine. You could take an entire day to do it for yourself, where you just go out. Like a lot of people go out and play golf, or they go out and play tennis. They do something separate from everything else that's in their life to get away. But a lot of people don't do that at all, and that's where the struggle is.
Golf is one of the best sports ever for just relaxing and coming up with fresh ideas. I was out last week with my dad, and I just found ideas galore. I was like, boom, 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 and he was playing shots, and I was just thinking, oh, do a video about that, do a video about that. And just that time, I don't know what the hell happened on that golf course, but it was cool.
You know what, James? I have to agree with you. Golf has got to be the best sport in the world, because when it comes to sleep time for me and I can't shut down my brain, the first thing I do is I search on TV for a golf game, and that's it. I'm asleep.
Wow.
Love it. I love golf. I'm so grateful for all those guys who commit themselves to that course.
I'm all for
Oh, dear.
I think there's a reason why a lot of top people play golf, top executives and all the rest of it, not only to network, but also that sort of space is quite relaxing.
Yeah, there's got to be something to it, because it's true. A lot of these guys on high-end stressing jobs, like doctors and CEOs, and they play golf just to get away from. It's their way to reach back. And, I need a little bit more exertion. Like I like getting on my bike, or I like going to the gym, and that clears my head, and that gets me to where I want to go. So
that's some great business.
I don't know if golf is necessarily a relaxation thing, because I have seen people play golf and they stress themselves out and everybody else out, because if you don't know what you're playing, you'll just drive them crazy, because they're so focused and intent on playing their game well.
Yeah.
It takes your mind off things, though. So if you're angry about the golf, it means you can't be angry about your business.
Yeah.
If you're angry no matter where you are.
Yeah.
Whoa. That's awesome.
Somebody is on a vacation mode already.
Yeah, I think Scott's burnt out. I think he's losing his mind. He needs a break. Well, I mean, this is a very important topic, and we've been talking about it for about an hour now, and I think we can probably go on forever about it if I'm not mistaken. It's important because it's a health risk if you get too stressed out and you're not paying attention to what you're doing. It makes you make stupid decisions about your business and about your relationships if you don't take that time back to step back and realize what you're doing wrong, or if you're heading in the wrong direction altogether. I mean, if you're like what's the saying they say? What's the point of climbing up the corporate ladder if you're on the wrong ladder?
Absolutely.
If you don't take the time to step back and go, maybe that's not even my ladder. I'm not even supposed to be doing this. Yeah. You'll end up chasing a rabbit that's not even yours to hunt. So you need to kind of step back and figure that out, get some clarity, and just be healthy and be clear about what you want. And it takes time to do that. So step away from your business, and it's okay to do that. I mean, we're all telling you that it's okay to step away from your business, and we're all professionals here. And we're telling you it's okay to step away from your business, take some time, and figure it all out before you lose your mind and just quit out of mere frustration. So,
yeah.
What do you think about that? Is that a way to sum it up there? You want to start wrapping it up here before we got to get back to the game. By the way, we have the USA is playing today against Belgium. I don't know if anybody out there knows what the score is.
Go on, Belgium.
What?
Where's the noise?
Woo! So I want to say, no USA, no offense against Belgium. No USA.
USA.
Happy 4th of July in the USA and the US.
Belgium.
And then we're gonna wrap it up here. James, you want to give us a little outro and then how people can get in touch with you?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's so important to take a break from your work, as I've already talked about. It opens your mind, allows you to see the bigger picture. And for me, it's made a massive difference. And taking that time out, I've put pressure, with Chris being away, I've put pressure on myself. And I've found myself so inundated with the work that just by taking that break, it's opened me up so much and allowed me to make so much progress with myself and with our business. So I'd recommend it to anyone, and if anyone wants to talk about this with me or they want to get in touch with us, you can get hold of us at www.chrisandj.com.
Very good. Awesome. Thanks for being here today, James.
Thank you.
Jill, last words and how people would get in touch with you if they want to join you on your Wellness Wednesdays.
Aha, yeah. Well, you wouldn't find me. Nobody can find me. I tell nobody where I'm going. Well, you can contact me on jill-humphries.com or mindset2change.com. They're both my sites. One is for obviously coaching, others for SFM business. Across the board on social media, Twitter, YouTube, Google+. I'm there. I'm everywhere. If there's anything that I can actually say is you are bringing you into your business all the time, so invest the time also in you so you can be the best you can be.
Yeah,
awesome.
Good.
Why would you want to be anything else?
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. Sandra Lemming, any last words, and how do people get in touch with you?
Yeah, if I had any last words, I'd have to say at first you have to be happy in the presence of yourself before you can be happy in the presence of others. And on that note, keep yourself happy, healthy, and you can find me on Facebook, LinkedIn, around the internet, G+. Just Google me or come visit me at One Stop Aloe Shop.
Awesome. Thanks for coming out and waking up so early to be with us today, Sandra.
She's awake 24/7, by the way.
I know.
Yeah, I'm truly a vampire, actually.
Mr. Srinavis Paparaju, any last words from you, and how do people get in touch with you, and how do people chime into our interview this week?
Last words, the end.
Yeah. All right, good night.
People can get in touch with me, businessboosteracademy.com, on Facebook, Srinivas Paparaju, YouTube, Google+, Twitter, Pinterest. I've recently joined Pinterest, so everywhere.
Awesome. And I'm looking forward to our interview on Thursday, so hopefully we can
You'll be getting the link in an hour. Working on it.
Awesome. Cool. I appreciate that. Mr. Scott Taylor McCormick.
Cool. Yeah.
What you got to say?
I think as just a final word, if anybody's really serious about making some serious headway in life, in business in general, this is so important. And the points that we've covered on this Hangout tonight have been fantastic. Got a lot of different perspectives. For me, I mean, as I said earlier, I feel like I've had a little vacation today, just being outside, changing the environment, doing my brain dump. It's good to do, and you feel relaxed, you feel refreshed, and you know exactly what you're going to be doing. So, can't recommend it enough. Anybody that wants to speak to me, I'm at www.scotttaylormccormick.com.
Awesome. Cool. Congratulations on 32 episodes, by the way.
Yeah, yes. Wow. Amazing.
Nutty nutty.
The original Hangout.
Like everybody said, you got to take that time away. You got to step back. It's therapeutic. It's selfish of you not to do it because you're leaving. You're not, like Joe said, you're not being the best you can be if you're always stressed out and you're always too bogged down in your business. You have to step back, get a better picture of it, see around your obstacles, and figure out where to go to next. If anybody wants to get in touch with me, I'm at parttimebusinessbuilder.com. You can Google that, or you can Google my name, and you'll find me, whether it's on Facebook, on YouTube, G+. I'm everywhere. I'm everywhere you want to be. And I want to say a quick happy and safe 4th of July weekend to all my U.S. friends out there that are going to be out there celebrating on boats and jet skis and cars. And don't drink and drive. Be safe, and keep your dogs out of your car and away from fireworks. Yeah. All right, guys. I appreciate. Oh, those are cool. Very nice. Look at that. All these guys figuring out how to use their. Awesome. All right, guys. Thanks so much for joining us. Again, this is Letting It All Hang Out. We had a great panel this week. We will be back next week, and we will see you then. Go USA. Belgium, you can score 1, but that's it.
Go Belgium.
Next. See you guys.
I'm off on vacation.